You don't need perfect flexibility to start yoga, but most beginners quit anyway because they try the wrong first step. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do in your first week so it actually sticks. If you've been thinking, I'm too stiff, or I'm not coordinated, you're in the right place. I'm not a born flexible person either, and I've guided plenty of first-timers. I've seen the same pattern repeat with beginners over and over. This is the truth about getting started. What matters, what doesn't, and how to build a simple routine. Here's what you'll leave with. How to choose the right style and class. A beginner-friendly warm-up. The safest first poses. Common mistakes that slow progress. And a realistic plan for week 1. Most people jump straight to stretching, then wonder why it hurts. Here's the thing. Yoga isn't primarily about how far you can bend. It's about how you move slowly with control and with breath. So when you're choosing your first class or video, ask yourself a better question. Will I be able to do this without pain? If the answer is no, you're not failing. You're just starting on the wrong rung of the ladder. Your first goal isn't to touch your head to your knees. It's to learn how your spine and hips move. So later flexibility is easier and safer. Now once you've got the goal clear, the next question is where to start physically. If you begin with intense poses, your body panics and you end up gripping muscles and holding your breath. Your warm-up should do one job. Tell your nervous system we're safe to move. Try this beginner warm-up at home, no mat gymnastics required. Do these in order. Seated or standing. Breathe in. Inhale through the nose for 4, exhale for 6. Cat-cow, but slow round your back. Gently on exhale and lift your chest softly on inhale. Thread the needle stretch. Reach one arm under, pause and breathe. Hip circles, tiny circles, 30 seconds each direction. Most beginners skip warm-up because it feels too easy, but warm-ups are what make the hard parts feel doable. If you do this for even 3 minutes, you'll notice you can sink into poses with less strain. You don't need a full sequence. You need a few poses you can repeat, refine, and build confidence with. Here are 5 poses that work ridiculously well for week 1. Pose 1, mountain pose. Stand tall feet, hip width, soften your knees, and imagine your feet pressing the floor. Bring your ribs down slightly so you don't overarch, and hold 4 to 6 breaths. Pose 2, forward, fold. Beginner version, hinge. Don't yank and bend your knees a little. Let your hands rest on shins or thighs, and keep your neck relaxed for 5 slow breaths. Pose 3, chair pose, safe version. Sit your hips back. Keep knees tracking over toes, and you can keep your hands at your heart. Hold 4 to 5 breaths. Pose 4, tabletop plus arm. Reach. Come to hands and knees, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and reach one arm forward slightly. Think long spine, not big movement, and do 6 to 8 slow reps. Pose 5, child's pose, knees wide or together. Reach forward, or rest your head down, and feel a comfortable stretch, not sharp pain. Stay 4 to 6 breaths. Before you try these, I want to hit the biggest issue beginners run into. Form mistakes that create pain. Alright, here's the deal. You don't need more intensity, you need fewer mistakes. Mistake 1, forcing range. If you feel pinchy pain or sharp discomfort, you're pushing too far. Fix by bending your knees. More, shortening the pose and using your breath as your volume knob.